Hello, welcome back to The Witcher 3. It's me, A. Prustian. This is actually a commentary I'm recording later. When I first did this the other day, I did a whole bunch of plot, and when I went to edit it, I realized that my mic had been muted the whole time. So I'm coming back, and instead of redoing the gameplay, I'm recording a commentary on what I did previously.
Geralt of Rivia,
Know any other Geralts?
come with me, please. They've been expecting you.
I actually did a couple side quests. I saved some bees, but I didn't think it was worth
You will position
revisiting.
yourselves on the cliffs. Here, here, and...
Thank you. I believe we know how to form a circle.
Even those of us who lack eyes for the moment.
For the
I
moment.
simply wish to avoid... Oh, Geralt. We were waiting for you.
Really? Seems to me you'd started already.
We were discussing questions of a magic nature. Nothing of great interest to you.
Right, 'cause I'm just a simple witcher.
Don't worry. Simplicity has a charm all its own.
You were about to explain your plan?
It's simple. Which does not mean it will be easy to execute. I shall activate the Sunstone. If Caranthia answers the call, the Nargle Fair should appear in the bay shortly afterwards. The Lodge must then prevent the ship from returning to the world of the NL, while the Imperial fleet blocks its escape by sea. The 7th Imlet's infantry regiment under Duke Varatra must then board it, with your help, naturally.
What about you? Where will you be?
Waiting in reserve. If something goes wrong, I shall react.
Like a general commanding troops from a hilltop? Gonna signal us by horn or use messengers?
Exquisite irony, but what did I do to deserve it? Have I given you cause to doubt my intentions?
Ladies and gentlemen, less talk, more action, please. Sisters, we must scale the cliffs.
I wonder what he meant by exquisite irony, though. It didn't sound like
Good
an
luck.
ironic statement.
Plan's missing one important element. What about Ciri?
Cyril will wait, at a safe distance from the Nargle Fair.
Wild guess? Not what you had in mind.
No, I wanted to go with you. That was my idea.
But I won't allow it. Far too great a risk.
The thing is, it is a risk, and I say that here, but I kind of wish I'd chosen the other option. But I don't think it changes the outcome. It just changes the conversation.
Can't say you're wrong there.
I thought I could at least count on you to treat me seriously.
Never treat you any other way. You know that. You can't defeat Eredin. Don't stand a chance. Damn it, I don't know if I can. So stay away from him. Far away.
Cyril, do you swear to stay on shore?
Do I have a choice?
Where are you going?
For a walk. Or is that not allowed either? Because I could break my leg.
Oh yes. The elder blood can be fiery.
Didn't sound convinced.
No. But I can't very well tie her up and teleport her away, can I?
Definitely advise against trying that.
Time is short. If you wish to do something, brew your substances or whatnot, do it now. You won't get the chance later. I shall await you by the boats, amongst the soldiers.
Yen, why are you here?
To see you.
Something happen?
Not yet, but it might soon. We may not survive this. In fact, our chances are slim.
Well, we are here to battle Eredin and the Wild Hunt at full strength. Could be like Sodden. Could be worse.
Nothing could be worse than Sodden was. Listen to me. Once it's over, if we survive, I wish to leave, go far away, and I'd like you to come with me.
Where?
Wherever. To Povis, beyond the Dragon Mountains, Zeracania even. As far as possible from politics, plots, and so-called high society.
You? Dropping plots and politics for good? You're in your element in that world. It's your life.
Time to start anew.
I'll believe it when I see it. Even now you're up to your neck in it.
Yes, but only to set matters straight. To be able to withdraw having retained the upper hand.
What then? A small secluded hut with a flower garden to tend to?
Why not, if that is what you dream of? We shall leave together. Go where we please, do whatever strikes our fancy. So, coming with?
Of course.
I'd go anywhere with you.
The answer I was hoping for. Go, Geralt. Avalok awaits. And don't get killed, Witcher.
I think originally I was like, yeah, I would also prefer not to get killed, because then I just have to do a whole bunch of it again. Okay. Quick stop at the blacksmith over. Oh, right. Yes, don't want to steal things, because very powerful Witcher about to fight the King of the Wild Hunt, but could easily be taken down by those guards if I had stolen something. Here we go. Game saved, ready to talk to Avalok. Let's do it.
So, Geralt. Ready?
Let's get these bastards.
With pleasure, Geralt. With pleasure.
I still don't...
I give you my heart? What kind of spell is that?
It's an old love letter. Ancient. As I said, this stone was to reunite a pair of lovers.
Never thought I'd say anything of the sort to Eredin. En verilith serenad, Ada eich blain, Idonay.
Yeah, I still don't 100% follow how the Sunstone is drawing Eredin here, like given its origin and what it was supposed to be used for. I know Avalok said he altered it somehow, but I still don't get it, but I'm like, whatever, I accept it. The Sunstone is calling, what's his name
The
here?
elven bauble worked.
They approach.
It's a really cool effect. That bubble look.
Break a sword, Geralt.
Like, is that supposed to be like break a leg?
recognize you. Galebuane.
I don't think that was gonna help. I don't think they had time for it to help.
Follow me. The Noggle Fair must be nearby.
And it's funny because obviously the Wild Hunt has produced this ice, but it kind of gives us, maybe not an advantage, but it gives us this path here, right? That otherwise would be forced to do more strictly ship-to-ship combat. So it is interesting to me that they chose to freeze all the water around.
Silence. It's completely still.
It's a trap. We must flee, now.
Not this time.
No, Cyril. You are not ready. You do not control your powers.
I'll manage.
Silly.
Get out of my way.
Silly. The ice. It's a spell. You must find the mage who cast it. Destroy his stuff.
I'll not stop with his staff.
I do appreciate that he realizes he can't stop her. Might as well help her. And I'm so glad I get to play as Ciri again here. I also had a moment where I was like, are these our guys or are these the bad guys? And then it's the close-up and I was like, oh, okay, gotcha. They are the bad guys. Now here is the really awesome part. Basically, so I have the charge, the triangle, the hold, and I've got obviously the sword attack, but just the charging through them, like that, kills them. And she just tears through these guys. It was so much fun. And when I think back to the first time I got to play as Ciri, was when she was in the woods before the parent found her. She found that little girl. And it was like, I could barely do anything. I could hit, I think I had a sword, and I could blink away from things. And it was just very difficult. And a lot of what I did with Ciri early on was literally just running away because she couldn't defeat stuff. And then eventually she started getting better, right? There were more things where I could actually stand my ground a little bit. But it was always difficult. But you see here the effect of her training with Avalok, because like just ripping through, you know? Even when I fought the ladies, I wasn't this strong. You know, I think that's the most, like, time-wise, that's the most recent time I got to be Ciri. And she was pretty strong then, but it did not feel like this. This feels so good. And it's such a great way for them to show her learning, right? And her training. Like, it's been in the background, but we see the effects of it every time we play as Ciri. And I just think it's really cool. This was a fun fight too. I love how it's like teleporter versus teleporter. Those are always interesting fights. Because I did fight this guy, I think at Kaer Morhen, a little bit. And at Kaer Morhen I had stuff like Triss's, I think like magic spell amulet or whatever to help me out. And I don't have that here. I don't fucking need it. A lot of the time I'm spending kind of zipping around to avoid him as well. Oh, that's when I was attempting. That was like, oh, hold R2 and blink. What's that? And then it was like, oh, this is terrible. I'm not doing this. I don't know if I did it wrong, but oh, it's so cool. I love the choreography of that little bit of fight with Siri and the blinking and like you missed that one, but you get him on the backswing, like, and then this. Oh, it's so good. I love it. I love it. Yeah, what you gonna do now, dude?
Almost, Sila. Almost.
Yeah.
Jafjad.
Here we go. Breaking free from our stasis.
Witcher. So be it. Let us end this.
I was a little sad not to finish the fight of Siri. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that bit was amazing.
Violent.
Oh yeah, and this is where I was like, isn't this similar to... It reminded me of a spell that I've seen in, like, one of the Dark Souls games. I haven't played Dark Souls, but I've watched other people do Let's Plays, and there's, like, some magic where it... Yeah, it does that, where it collects a bunch of lights around you, and then they zoom in and attack the enemy. I feel like it'd probably be a lot more fun to be the one casting that spell than the one being hit by it, as Carol was. It's not nice. The only good thing is that each of those attacks doesn't do very much damage to me. So it's like I got hit 3 times and it kind of slows me down a little, but it's not like it's doing a third of my health each hit, you know, in which case I would die. And then it's like, ah, don't summon dudes. That is not nice. But it is beneficial, so it's fine. Right? And then the thing is, once you get hit once, it's a lot easier for the guy to hit you again because you are slowed. And I was like, oh geez, I can't get hit that much. I need to... Oh, right. I forgot about this. And then he bugged out. And he just stands here the rest of the time. And he doesn't fight back. And I just have to hit him. The thing is, I was having trouble actually hitting him because he was buggy, I think. The game didn't want Geralt, like, didn't recognize that the guy was there. So you see, it's like I'm swinging the sword, but it's not swinging at Caranthir. So it was actually, that was the difficult part here, but it was a little bit like, oh, well, this is anticlimactic to this huge, cool, interesting fight. Like, I imagine he probably would have summoned more golems or ice elementals, whatever, and done more of the attacks on me and all that stuff. And I was like, can I set him on fire? Nope. It doesn't even it's like the game doesn't recognize he's there. But when my sword does go through the hitbox, it counts as damage. Oh well. Whoops. Yeah, that didn't work out as well for this guy as he, I think, was hoping. Well, actually, I think his goal, like, I think he knew he was dead and dying. I think his goal was to take Geralt with him, which did not happen, but what a cool view. It's like, oh, okay, yep, we've got broken ships and ice and a lot of things on fire. It kind of summarizes very well what's happening at the moment right now. Just such a cool visual. I was a little worried I wouldn't have enough breath, but I was like, they wouldn't do that to me. And I was like, wait, was that on purpose? Or an accident, you know, a coincidence? I'm pretty sure it was on purpose. Because then we run into the Skellige people fighting from that ship. But I mean purposeful as in, like, saving Ciri, not just ramming the Naglfar.
Now's our chance! Yorni, you and your crew again.
Have you seen Ciri?
In your head! You'll not cut through their plate.
Yeah, those hounds do not like being set on fire. Which is good, because I can set them on fire. But this part is really interesting, because it's like, again, it's like how much do I stay and fight and help? Versus just running through. But I was pretty quickly here like, you know, I think these hounds are just gonna keep coming. Yeah. So, like, there's your last bit of home, guys. I'm out of here. Yeah.
Who's next? Who wants to taste Skellige steel?
Yelmer, you seen Ciri?
By the Nagelfar! We'll drown all you bastards till the
So,
day's black with
good to
your
have
corpses!
Kjarmar fighting. It's his thing. It's his element. That's what he's good at. Not necessarily leading, but fighting. Yeah, and that's when I'm like, I'm not even doing any real damage to this guy somehow. Right? Like, look at this. Terrible. It's like, not worth it. Sorry, guys. Good luck. But I'm not actually being helpful, so... The ice does kind of slide you around a little bit. And here we go. Ugh, crack on crate.
Any last words?
Shut your trap. Fight.
You had your chance.
He was a brave guy. Give him that. And I feel like like you'd be happy with those last words.
Witcher. I was hoping you'd come.
Because?
I've something to tell you. But I'll do so afterwards. As you expire.
I don't know why he had to take his mask off for that little speech, but I guess he did. Here we are, finally fighting Eredin. He's another teleporty boy. So much of my goal is to keep Gwen up, like, as much as possible. And it seems to help because, like, the thing is, this guy has some sweet moves, but he's not dealing that much damage to me, at least not right now. And I can't tell if it's because I'm just not getting hit, or if it's just not hurting me much. At least at this point. I think later he's able to do more. The visuals of this fight are so cool. Yeah, so teleport to this other place right through the portal. And I can't tell. It's really hard to tell. At first I thought we were in a whole different, like, plane. I think we've just ended up on a nearby island. It's hard to tell. Like, you see those fires down there? It's like that might be where we came from. Not sure. But anyways, it's pretty cool. It's a cool arena. And I love his abilities. Like, he had that, like, bomb thing, right? Where the different, like, places in the ground burst up. So again, he's not doing much damage to me. I'm fine with that, because, like, honestly, to be honest, I didn't really even notice during the fight. Like, the mechanics and the flavor of it, like, the way everything looks, and the music, everything felt really intense. And see, I took some damage there. Even without it being literally, like, life-threatening. Oh my god, I love the little kick, though. You know, like, you've got these, like, ground-bursting bombs following you. And then I have to... They keep doing it until I find him. And snap him out of it. I just, like, I love how he's got, like, the teleport, but it's like a frosty teleport. Oh, and then these are different kind of bombs. The other ones might have been more like missiles. Might have been showing where something's about to land from the sky. It was hard to tell. But I really enjoyed doing this fight a lot. Even though at some point I was like, you know, maybe I should have learned how to parry. Oh well. Ah. Just the never quite knowing where he's gonna be, and then if he's just gonna be doing the sword attacks or the bigger ones. There was just a lot of, there was enough variety to keep this fight interesting, while it was simple enough that I could, like, I knew what was going on. I do find it interesting that it's like I can knock him out of those phases early by finding him, rather than like, oh, the boss is invincible, you just have to avoid for long enough. Which I feel like is more, this way they do it, is more realistic, a little bit less like
Show me what
video gamey in that way. Because like, there's no reason for him to be invulnerable to an attack. But it makes sense that I could knock him out of his concentration. And then I noticed that my sword was red on the left side, so like I was running low on durability just from these fights because I'd gone to the blacksmith and repaired everything beforehand. And I was like, well, I guess I could go into my menu and use like the items to fix it so I do more damage. But I was like, I don't want to break the immersion. This fight is too good. I just want to fight the fight, you know? I love that. I love feeling like I can barely dodge away from that one. See, I can't tell if this is Einel or Skelia. Like the sun looks funny, but it could just be a lot of smoke. Not nice, dude. But like, again, he's not hitting me hard. I don't know if it's because I'm level 35 or whatever. I don't mind though, because it meant I wasn't stressed about dying. I was just having fun with the fight. But like, I did take damage occasionally, so I still wanted to avoid the mechanics. I almost got him. Yeah, run away. And we're back where we started. I don't really know why he thought coming back here would help, but, you know, whatever. We tried. It was a good hit, Geralt.
said you had something to tell me.
Alvalar has tricked us both. He set us against each other, and he's made off with Cyrilla.
Yeah, this is my shocked
I don't
face.
believe you.
Geralt, I believe him. Like, we know he has his, Avalok has his own priorities, and they revolve around Ciri. Yennefer, never been happier to see you. Ah.
Says Avalok might have betrayed us. What the? That a storm?
Geralt, look!
Yeah, that can't be good. Seems pretty bad. Yep, seems pretty bad.
What the hell's happening?
I find it damned hard to believe, but the gate between the worlds is open. We must reach the tower, quickly. Stop Avalok, while this can still be reversed.
What are we gonna find there?
If the tomes are to be believed, nature's laws will cease to hold. Gravity, time, Undvik, all of it will be turned on its head.
Exaggerating for effect, right?
Not one bit.
It's gonna make for
The
interesting
conjunction of
fights.
spheres has begun. The worlds, they're aligned, permeate one another. Avalok could use this. Bring the NL here, or something far worse.
At least we know where to look for Ciri.
Follow me, and stay alert.
I am interested to find out
We need to focus on
why he's doing
What do you
this.
think Avalok wants from her?
Same as Eredin, I imagine. He will use it to open a portal.
I mean, is already using her to do that, apparently. This was when I was like, oh wait, I can fix my sword. Alright, well here's where I realized I was pretty much out of time. So we will have to finish this the next time. Catch y'all later. Bye.